We're side by side.
It says here, it's now streaming live on Facebook.
You think, are we on? Meeting is now streaming live. Hopefully we are. I usually have to check my my
Facebook
phone.
TV.
I usually have to check my phone to see if we are. So yeah, I'll just welcome everybody to this. I suppose it's kind of like a testimonial, isn't it, Sander?
I think so.
Yeah. So this is Sander. I'm going to be asking him a few questions about his experience in doing sports massage therapy here at the Sports Fitness Academy. I know it seems I'm like here. I'm in my kid's bedroom today, which seems it's like you expect this whole
Fancy.
it's a fancy thing. You're the one with the fancy background, not me.
Yep.
But anyway,
Both are posters, so that's okay.
yeah. So, Sander, I suppose the first thing I'm going to ask you is just, tell us a little bit about your background and what you were doing before you were doing the course with the academy.
So I just moved to Ireland 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago. And before that, I was living in the Netherlands, where I have been born and raised. And in the last 16 years, I was working as an IT consultant in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And next to that, I was just interested in massaging and massage therapy, because I would go to a massage therapist every now and then, alone with my wife, or in a spa or resort or whatever. And I thought, well, that would be nice, something to do myself, and that I can have those skills. And then I started searching for an academy in the Netherlands to find out who can teach me that.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of found one, and I just started with Swedish massage. It was really easy going with anatomy and physiology, and it just got me. I thought,
Yeah.
well, why am I working in IT? When you can do this?
This is so much more fun.
This is so much more fun, and people are leaving happy.
Yeah.
When I was trying to sell my IT things, they were cranky and they wanted to have discount.
So you're like, I've happy customers.
Happy customers, yeah. So I followed a lot of courses in the Netherlands in the last 5 years, and then we decided as a family to go to Ireland to live there in Buncrana,
Mm-hmm.
in the north, or at least in the north of the south, which is always crazy for me.
Northwest.
We have to, at least in Donegal, the initial, and that's where.
Yes.
And then I thought, well, I want to have an Irish certificate as well, because I have a lot of certificates, but to get them translated and to get them qualified or accredited, what's the name?
Yeah, I suppose it would be kind of transferred, really. That's what you'd be trying to do,
Yeah,
which is
that's-
probably going to be, I have never actually done that for anybody, but I suppose it would be a difficult situation, or it might be, there could be a lot of red tape attached to it and things like that.
It's a crazy process, and it takes a lot of time, and it takes also a lot of money. And
Yeah.
so then I thought, why not starting a new course with an Irish academy? And I just started Googling, and then pop, there was Sports Fitness Academy. And I called you, or at least
Yes. I
message.
think I called you. And I remember like that was pretty early on in our first lockdown, obviously. And we in the academy were just starting to switch everything over to the online learning platform. And obviously people always, contact me and say, when's your next course starting? And now obviously our courses are running all of the time now. So it was fantastic to have you as one of the first people onto that. Obviously we've run the courses before face to face, but in this format it was, you were probably one of the first people to do it within the format fully. And I just kind of thought, I remember talking to you and I was like, I think I've signed up a person, he's from the Netherlands, he's not even here, like how amazing is that?
Well, I thought it was great because I could start. I could start immediately.
Yes, and that was one of the things that I suppose that we had talked about, like whenever you were saying when does it start, and obviously when's this lockdown going to finish, and I had said to you like, you can start straight away. So like how did you feel about that?
Yeah, that was great because I wanted to have my certificate more or less when I was starting to live in Ireland, but it took 2 months extra, but that's really early. And, So that was very good, and I just love the fact that you could do it in your own pace. You know,
Yeah.
so when you think, okay, I have some time to spare, an hour or an hour and a half, I just get a lesson, do my assessment, work on through, send it and upload it onto the platform, and that's just great. Because normally, just like you said yourself, face-to-face training, I had that also in the last years in the Netherlands, and then you have
Hmm.
to go one day of a week to a location somewhere, and that is where you get the practical training and where you get the lessons. But
Hmm.
if I had a question now, I just dropped a message in Facebook, and well, it was taken care of. It was really good.
Yeah. And how did you find, obviously people always ask that question when they're considering signing up for this course. How do you teach massage online whenever, it is, I'm aware it's like a physical thing. I suppose people feel like they have to see it in reality. Did
Mhm.
it feel that way in the videos and the way that it's structured for you as a student?
Yeah, I think so. I can imagine that people are asking that because that was the question I had myself too, because I was trained with the hands-on courses
Hmm.
the last years. And I thought, how would they do that? But the videos are so spot on. They're
Mm.
really good, and they're videoed in the right angle so you can see how you should apply the techniques. And when you have to show your own techniques that you are learning, then you upload your own video to the tutor, and they will say you have to do this or that again, or it's really good, or pay attention on this, or make sure you do that the next time. And that's just like being in a class
Yeah.
at your own convenient time.
Yeah. So you're getting feedback from the tutor, as you move through the content. Is that, that
Yeah,
was very beneficial to you.
and it's great because and you can drop anytime a message you want, and it will be well when you do it at night, you will have the answer the next morning, and that's just great. It's really
Yeah.
good. I loved it to do it in this way.
Yeah, good stuff. And so you did eventually obviously move over to Donegal, and then you did come to a workshop that we had in September. So obviously the workshop, this 2-day workshop, is a part of the qualification. The students don't have to come to this workshop. Obviously, some students would be able to do their final assessment without that. But how did you find that?
I think it's so beneficial to do it, not only for your own. No, it helps you to. I'm finding the English words. I'm thinking in Dutch now. Sorry.
You're okay.
I even uploaded once a video in Dutch.
Have you
So
ever done one of these in English before?
not in Irish yet, no. But it's really beneficial to go to that workshop because it helps you to have hands-on practice at that time, and the tutor or teacher is there next to you, helping you to see how you're doing things, and maybe where you can make some adjustments. And it's not mandatory, but it's really good to go there. Also
Mm,
for your network and to know the other
yeah.
students. It's just really, really nice to meet people.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely a people person, and you sort of enjoyed interacting in the live lessons each week as well. So obviously we did have live lessons too. And how did you find them?
Those are really good because when you have any questions that you don't want to put into a message, you just get on in the class and you say, well, I've watched this video, or I have studied this chapter, or I have studied this subject, but I
Hmm.
have a question, and then you can discuss with the tutor and also with the other students, and that really helps a lot. Things
Yeah.
things are getting more clear and clear. And what I wanted to say is also, now I have a background of massaging, but even if you brand new to this, it's an excellent course to follow.
Yeah. Yeah. Really easy to follow.
Really, yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And so you obviously finished your level 3 diploma in sports massage therapy, in September. It was just at that workshop and got everything completed at that time. So
Yeah.
tell us, what have you done since, or what are you doing since?
So trying to set up my own practice here in Donegal.
Yes.
I don't know what COVID is doing to us.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They, you probably would already have a full amount of clients if, you
yeah,
know,
I have to turn down some and saying sorry, I cannot treat you at the moment, but they'll be waiting until it's December, so that's nice. But I took on level 4 sports massage therapy. So Ireland is level 5. Let's start level 4 and use
Yes.
time wisely because you can start to study it in your own convenient time, and that's just great.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Well, and like, what would you recommend to other people, or what would you say to other people that are sort of thinking, or they're on the fence about doing this course in this format? Because I understand that people do like the face-to-face interaction with tutors and things like that, but what would you say if people are on the fence about it?
Just do it. And you can do it next to your current job as well. If you want to make a life change, I did it myself, just stop my other job and do this. But when I studied level 3 at Sport Fitness Academy, I still was working for my other job, which was an incredibly busy job. And I did it in nighttime and in the weekends. And the workload is not that much that
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a social life anymore. And you're learning a lot if you're just following the videos and make sure you fill in your assessments after.
As you go along.
If you have to do it at the end, then you're making sure you have a lot of work. But when you do it in the process, well, you can do it next to your job, and it's just
Yeah.
so much fun, and it's the best job ever.
Yeah. So you would recommend Sports Fitness Academy to anybody?
Sure, sure. Otherwise, I wouldn't have signed up for level 4.
Yes, of course. We'll get you in level 5 as well. Hopefully we don't go back when we go back into level 5 the next time, maybe.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not,
But
is right.
I'll be sure to do that level 5, yeah, because that's such a nice qualification.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it has been amazing having, well, obviously you're still a student, but in level 3. It's been amazing having you as a student. And as I always say, like, you do learn a lot from students. And you were one of the students that really, I suppose, we connected with in the academy, and loved having you as a part of the academy, and looking forward to seeing how you go in your clinic, and really, really wishing you the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, it's absolutely mutual. Really like working with you. And Arlene said, great teachers. No, the students make the great teachers, but I think it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a two-way street, yeah, and it's just nice. And even though I had so much training already in the Netherlands, I have to say that this course is so much deeper than the things that I've learned in massage therapy in the
Yeah.
Netherlands, and that's really cool. It's really
Yeah.
cool. I learned a lot here.
Cool. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. And if anybody is interested in signing up for the sports
Just do it.
massage course, just do it, like Sander said. And we'll talk to you soon.
See you. Bye bye.